welcome back to my channel. It's your girl Gigi with Gigi Loves Beauty 2, and I am back for another Shop My Stash. Y'all, it has been officially 1 year that I have done a Shop My Stash. I started in January 22, and it is now January 22, and now this is January 23. So I will go ahead and just briefly show you. I took all my brushes out of here because I'm going to wash them, and I'm also going to replace the brushes because I've been using those same brushes and washing them for such a long time. I want to swap them out and use something else. So I know this looks kind of crazy, but here are the palettes. I'll just tell you what's staying. The only palette that I'm keeping in here is Mr. Nessa Myricks. I'm going to be honest with y'all. I don't know when I'm going to put this palette away. I just cannot stop playing with this. Like, this is so freaking pretty, and I feel like I haven't even scratched the surface with this palette. So this palette is going to stay in my Shop My Stash for the next couple of months. Okay, I'm just warning y'all. But everything else in here is going to come out, and all the lippies are going to come out as well. I will show you those once I pull them out and put them on my bed. Okay, all of this is staying. The setting sprays, the primers are staying, mascara is staying. I am gonna take this out, and also I did make a few changes like mid-month. I picked up these LYS bronzer sticks. These are beautiful. I did end up picking up an additional shade though. I picked up Courage because Strength was just a little bit too dark. It was more like a contour shade. And then I also picked up one of the highlighters from their sale, the liquid highlighters. But y'all, I got a real bone to pick with LYS, y'all. Like, let me hold this up to the light. Can y'all see that? Like, I literally just bought this, and the package looks like it's halfway empty already, and I just got this. So I don't like that they shorted product on this. I don't even think this product is completely full, but that's coming out too. Here is the complexion drawer, and I got some bronzers, blush, and highlighter in here as well. My powders, I swapped out some powders because I didn't like how the other powders I had in here were working. And then up here is where I keep the smaller eyeshadow palettes. I like to keep a face palette up here, primer, glitter liners, liquid shadow, and then over here is where I keep my brow products, lash glue, excuse me, eyeliner, stuff to apply false lashes, things of that nature. So this stuff I kind of just switch out as I need it. Don't mind this nastiness right here. I really don't like this. This is the Ione Brow Gel in clear. I'm thinking I might declutter this and put this in my empties because I don't like how this works on my brows. And as you can see, it's dirty because I use it when I use this. I set my brows after I use this. There's just something about how this looks on my brows I don't like. So that's probably gonna go in my empties back there to talk about that. So yeah, let me go ahead and get everything that I'm gonna get out of here, and out of there. I use that container right there. I lay everything out on the bed so you can see all the color stories. We'll recap and we'll move on to the next. Okay, here are all the products laid out on the bed so that you can see them. We'll do a quick little recap. These were the lip products. Some stuff I did put back. I forget what I did put back, but I used all of these except for the NARS and the MAC lipstick. The MAC lipstick was in Fresh Moroccan. These are the only two lip products that I didn't use, but I used everything else multiple times. There's the Ladybug highlighter, the BH highlighter palette, which was so fun to use. This is that Pure Face palette. I love this thing, especially this shade all the way on the left. Yeah, that shade right there. I use that to contour my nose. The blush is beautiful. The highlighter is beautiful. Pure, I love their face products. I'm not a fan of their eyeshadow, but I love their face products. This is that Milani Ginormous. It's supposed to be a bronzer. I use this as a highlighter. This is gorgeous. I haven't used this in so long, and when I pulled it back out and started using it again, I loved it. Elf highlighter. We've got Fenty Trophy Wife. This is the new addition to my collection, liquid highlighter from Milani. This was the shade that I used, Molten Fusion. Molten, yeah. This is really pretty. You're already aware of my rant. The shade of this is really pretty. It's very liquidy, and it's very like soft, you know, lit from within type of glow, but I just don't like how I literally just got this, and once I squeezed all the air out of the package, it looks like it's friggin' empty. So I'm gonna go through this very quickly. Again, the LYS bronzer, cream bronzer sticks. These are amazing, super blendable. Love those. We've got e.l.f. Always Spicy, gorgeous blush. Laura Geller, I loved using this as a blush topper. So with this cream blush right here from Mora. Now I did have 2 more blushes in here. I had 1 more blush from Mora that was in here, but I put it back because I just wasn't using it. But this is so beautiful. This formula is so good. It kind of reminds me of LYS, where you can put this on over top of your powders, like after you set your face, and it won't disturb your makeup. You just have to tap it on, not swipe it. And then this is MAC Burnt Pepper. The other shade I had, I think, was Desert Rose, and I could barely get it to get on my brush. So I just went ahead and put that in my makeup kit. This is e.l.f. Halo. Hello Halo Blush Lighter. Flash Me. Love that. Powders. I decided to try the Believe Beauty translucent powder, and this was amazing. So good under my eyes. And then I pulled in an oldie but goodie, one of my favorite face powders, the Maybelline Fit Me in Deep. I freaking love this thing, because the other powders that I had pulled, I did not like how they were looking, so I just decided to swap in. Well, actually I did. I can't even say that. I used I think I had in my Sephora powders, and I absolutely love those. I just felt like I had too many powders in there, so I wanted to just stick with these 2. Anyway, this is a L'Oreal pencil for your brows and the e.l.f. pencil. I had to use these together because this L'Oreal pencil is a little warm. I used to love this, but now that I have my hair black, I feel like it's a little too warm. So I put this on, and then I put this e.l.f. over top of it, and then I like them, but I want to switch them out. Here are the liquid shadows, glitter liner, foundations. I had the e.l.f. Halo Glow, and I also did pick up another shade, and I mixed it with the Juvia's Place, but I also tried the Juvia's Place and mixed it with the LYS. I mixed the LYS with the e.l.f. Like, they worked so good. No matter what combination I used, I mixed this with this, I mixed this with this, I mixed this with this, like it all worked. Here's the LYS concealers. I actually had to pick up another shade. I originally got TG5, but I had to pick up TN2 because I like a more neutral concealer under my eyes. But when I use them together, so what I will do is I use this in the innermost corner for brightening, and then I would kind of put this on the outer corner, and then the rest of my face where I'm brightening, like my chin and around my nose, and this worked better for that. Those are the 3 bronzing powders that I had. Loved all 3 of those. L'Oreal face powder, Mented, another L'Oreal face powder, Juvia's Place concealer, freaking Stan for that, amazing. And then here are all the eyeshadow palettes that I had left. Again, if I felt like I wasn't using a palette, I put it back in my collection. I loved everything that I used. Yeah, I loved everything that I used, except I didn't get a chance to use the Juvia's Place or the Huda Beauty, but I used everything else. But I'm gonna put everything else back. So all this is going back. So if you have seen any of my other Shop My Stashes, this is the time where I will insert pictures of all the looks that I did. I believe I have 11 or 12 looks in total to show you guys. And then we will get to the fun part, which is going through my drawers and picking new makeup for the month of January, or the rest of the month of January. All right, let's get to picking some more eyeshadow. Don't mind that over there. Those are my dirty brushes that I have to wash. I'm gonna switch out all my brushes, but I'm gonna do that off camera. So these 2 armors right here, if you haven't seen any of my Shop My Stashes, this is where I house all of my makeup, my personal makeup collection. And what I do is I pick out all my eyeshadows first, and then I will build the rest of the Shop My Stash around the eyeshadow. Just put my glasses up here. So I'm gonna start up here. I do have a couple of new additions to my collection that I do want to try. And after this month, I'm putting myself on a definite low buy, especially for eyeshadow, because I do not need to bring anything else in my collection. I did declutter, but what's the point of decluttering if you're going to keep bringing in stuff, right? So right off the bat, if you can see, I did purchase the two Michaela Glam Light palettes. These came in a bundle. So we have part 1 and pot 2. It was cheaper to buy them in the bundle, y'all. The bundle was on sale. I think it's on sale still to this day. They were on sale for $65 for both of these palettes. And then if you use Michaela's code, you get an additional 15% off. So it's $55 for both of these palettes. So I'm going to pull these and just put them over here for now. Next palette I'm going to pull is the Too Faced Natural Nudes. I picked this up from TJ Maxx. So I want to try that out. And I think that's actually all that I wanted to pull from up here. I don't think, oh no, not true. I wanted cool tone. Yeah, January I like to wear cool tones. So I'm gonna pull the ColourPop Stone Cold Fox palette again. Okay, that is it. And remember, I still have Miss Danessa Myricks pulled. So that's that. Let me see. Do I want anything from over here? I do want one palette from over here, I believe. This Dominique Cosmetics Unconditional palette. I got this in one of my subscription PR boxes, either BOXYCHARM or IFC, so I do want to pull that one. I think that's all I'm going to pull for palettes from the small drawer. I'm not going to switch out my primer. I like what I have. Let's see, liquid shadow. Let me see what I wanted for liquid shadow. Okay, sorry about the camera moving around. I know what I wanted to pull. I want the e.l.f. This is the blue one in Ocean Eyes. I also want this one right here in Stardom. And then I want Treasure Trove, this one right here. And I actually had to repurchase this one because the one that I had dried out. So I repurchased Treasure Trove, and there's one more that I repurchased. I'm not going to pull it, but I'll just show you. Which one did I repurchase? I think Gold Star. Well, I don't want to make a mess out of here, but it's pretty much the gold one. Is it this one? No. That's a backup of Eye Contact. Where is Gold Star? Is this it right here? No, that's Top Notch. All right, I feel like I'm wasting too much time trying to find Gold Star. Here it is, Gold Star. So this one dried out too, so I had to repurchase that. So sorry, I'm getting in the way of the lighting. Yeah, I think that's all I wanted, right? Just those three. And then I wanted a glitter liner, which I gave the other Kusa glitter liners that I had to my daughter. Here, let's put these over here. Everything's falling all over the place. I gave the other Kusa glitter liners that I had to my daughter, and I wanted to try a different glitter liner that I found on Amazon. So I bought this whole set. It was like around $10. So I want to get the blue one. Yeah. It's from Best Land Glitter. And this whole set was like $10. So those are going to be my glitter and sparkly. I'm also going to pull a brow product out of here. It's underneath here. Some of these backups that I've had for so long, and it's still in the box, so I haven't tried it yet. And I want to open this up and give this a try. This is the Urban Decay Brow Blade. It's a waterproof pencil and ink stain. And I have the shade Dark Drapes, which is dark brown. So I'm going to go ahead and pull this to try. I'll probably pull in maybe one more brow product that's maybe like black or so, or like a black brown pencil to kind of go with this. Now let's move on to the Big Daddy eyeshadow palette drawer, which I have rearranged because I don't know if you can tell. I added 2 more Pat McGrath palettes to my collection. I bought from her 40% off sale, so in order for me to be able to fit everything in here, I had to rearrange it so that all of these were in the same place. So, but I'm going to start over here. I definitely want to pull my Nomad Snow Whistler Lodge palette. I bought this when it was on sale in December for 50% off, so I definitely want that. I want my little Z palette right here that I curated with some beautiful wintry shades. We've got Glam Shop in here, Terra Moons and Divina, and then that shade at the top right here is from Ofra. So I want that one. And then since it is the month of January, is this it? Yeah. I want to pull the BH January palette. My daughter's birthday is in January, so let's pull that one. I do want to pull one of my motherships, one of my new ones that I purchased. So I'm going to go with, I think I'm going to go with Utopian Dream, Mothership 9. We're going to pull that and try that one first. So I think I might be all right. I'm going to just evaluate what I pulled and see if there's anything else that I wanted to pull out of here. Okay, now we're going to move on to drawer number 3. This is my complexion drawer, and I did rearrange my concealers. I don't know if you could tell. I have found these little containers from Walmart, so I wanted to, now I'm making a mess. I wanted to separate. I just felt like my concealer basket was a mess, and I felt like it was taking me too long to find stuff that I wanted to find. So I wanted to break apart the complexion products that I have that are in darker shades that I use for like contour and liquid bronzer, and I put them in this little container, and then I put all the other concealers that I have that are open that I'm using in this one. And then I took some backups that I have, like backups of my favorite shades, and I put them in this one and decided to store them up here. So underneath this basket is just more backups of concealer, my favorites, but I felt like this was a lot more organized for me. So anyway, let me go ahead and pick foundation. So I'm going to pick my Smith & Cult foundation. One of my favorite mixers, the Sephora Best Skin Ever, and I mix it with the Milani Screen Queen. And then I'm gonna pick one more from over here. And where is it? If I could find it, that would be great. Okay, do you guys like hearing the sound of me going through these foundations and find, oh, here it is, right? It's right over here on the side. This is the Profusion Feel Good Skin Longwear Perfector foundation. So we're gonna go with these 4 foundations for this go round. Now to pull concealer. So over here, I'm gonna grab my LA Colors contour sticks. These are gonna be what I use for like cream, contour, and bronze. I have one in medium and one in dark. So I'm gonna pull those for that. And then for regular concealer, I want this e.l.f. Deep Olive. I want that one, but I usually don't use this by itself. I usually like to mix it with a shade that's a little bit lighter. So I'm gonna go with the Mora concealer. If I can find it, it's in here. Well, actually, I do want to pull this one too. This is the Sephora Best Skin Ever concealer in 34.5 N. Since I already have the foundation, I want to try the concealer, and then I'm just looking for one more. Not Wet n Wild. It's from Mora. There it is. It's like all the way at the bottom. This one right here, the Mora Lavish Creamy Concealer. And it is in, what's the shade? Almond, right here. So those will be my concealers. For setting powder, I'm only gonna pull 2 powders, just 2 loose powders. My face powder that I'm gonna pull for my face is the Laura Mercier. I think it's right here. Yep, the Laura Mercier Translucent Medium Deep. And then I also picked up, it's over here. Yeah, this drawer right here. I picked up the Translucent Ultra Blur Laura Mercier powder. This is the one that's talc free, and this is in translucent. So I'm just gonna go with these 2 Laura Mercier powders. I have a mini of the old formula, but I really want to try the new formula, and I already know that I like Laura Mercier's powders, so I figured I would just get the big guy, and I'll use those 2 for this. Move on to drawer number 4. I don't need any mascaras. I'm going to keep the mascaras that I've been using, but I do want to get some different brow products. So I do want to grab the Anastasia Brow Freeze that I got in one of my BOXYCHARMs. And then for a pomade, I'm also going to pull the Anastasia Dip Brow Pomade in Ebony. And then I want the Juvia's Place. Is this the gel? Yep, I want the gel in Ebony, and I'm going to pull one more brow pencil. And I'm just going to grab this one right here, my LA Girl or LA Colors brow pencil in black. If I need to mix this in with the Urban Decay brow blade, that's what I'll use this for. And then over here for liquid highlighter, I'm just gonna grab, I found this Fenty stick in cinnamon, Fenty matchstick. I never ever have used this. It's a mini, guys. So I'm gonna try this finally after having it for so long, see if I like it. And then for liquid, I'm just gonna pull one more because I have one already still in there. And it's at the bottom here. It's my Grande ones. Is this the one? Yeah, this is in Gilded Rose. So I will pull this one for a liquid highlighter. All right, now let's move to, I was just in this drawer. Let's move into my bronzer, blush, and highlighter drawer. So we're gonna start over here. I want the cream bronzer that I want. I'm gonna pull back in the Soul Body cream bronzer. Love this freaking stuff. This was in my yearly favorites video. I wanna pull that in, use that. Powder bronzer, I'm gonna go with, not this one, the e.l.f. Camo powder. I got a deeper shade to use as a bronzer, 540, deep 540N. I'll grab that one, and then I want one more, which is going to be another one of my favorite bronzers, my Makeup Revolution Splendor Matte Bronzer in medium. For blush, I'm gonna go with Patrick Ta, but I want the big guy. Is this the one that Oh She's Different? Yeah, Oh She's Different. I want that one. I think that's all I'm gonna pull out of here. Over here, I want this one right here, this e.l.f. Luminous Putty Blush in Bermuda. And then I also want Red Vino, Milani Red Vino. Out of here, I haven't used Red Vino in so long. It's gonna go with that. I think this is it right here. Yeah, Milani Red Vino. This is such a classic blush. Oh my God. I don't think they make this anymore. I don't know why. It's such a shame. But if you have this, pull this out. This is beautiful. Now I'm going to move on to pulling some highlighters. So I'm going to go first with, actually, I want to pull one of my highlighters from here. The Odin's Eye, the Norns highlighter. Do I have it upside down? I do. This one right here. I'll open it when I get over there. I want a loose highlighter, so I'm gonna grab, not that one. Yeah, Glam Light, the Glam Light Sugar High highlighter. I want Revlon, a Revlon highlighter. Yep, Revlon Skin Lights in Daybreak Glimmer. And I also want Makeup Geek. Yeah, Makeup Geek Ablaze. This is a dual chrome highlighter. This is so pretty. I'm not actually pulling a straight up highlighter palette, so that's why I have more highlighters, the more single highlighters this time. Now we're gonna move over here. I'll just, again, review with you. This is my top drawer that has a bunch of larger palettes. I'm not pulling anything from in here. Face palette drawer, face primer drawer, not pulling anything from in here. I did grab the Laura Mercier powder out of here. Oh, I did want to show you guys, actually, yeah, let's pull this, I want two face palettes. So I'm gonna grab my Morphe 8H palette. Let's move these forward. Again, I apologize about the lighting. I think it's this one. 8H Hi-Fi, yep, I'm gonna pull that one. And then I'm gonna pull this guy right here. I have not used this in a month of Sundays. This is my Ofra blush palette. My Ulta blush palette. So these first 5 blushes are from Ulta. I took them out of the thing. They were magnetic. This, I don't remember where I got this blush. I think it might be from Lottie London. And then I also have a Milani powder in here that I use as a bronzer. So I'm gonna pull this right here, and then I'll open up the Morphe palette over on the bed. Guys, what I did with my lash drawer. So I don't know if you remember how full this lash drawer was. I decluttered a ton of lashes. And let me just show you. These are going to be in an upcoming giveaway. I put them in a box right here. So these lashes are all way too dramatic for me, and they're brand new and I haven't touched them. I know I'm not going to wear them. So they're going to be in an upcoming giveaway that's going to be hidden in one of my upcoming videos. So I just wanted to keep my lashes that I love and I know I'm going to wear. My Ardells are over here. Ardell and Kisses are over here. And my more dramatic lashes are over here. And I figured I did want to keep a little bit more dramatic lashes for like filming and stuff like that. But this is way more manageable than how I had it before. So that's that. So now let's move on to picking, nope, that's just the same drawer. Let's move on to picking some gloss. And I just switched the pans around. So I have the blue ones on the bottom and the white ones on the top because I want to grab more glosses from the white containers. Sorry. So I'm going to start with Sistar Beyond Galaxy. So there is a, sorry, I'm talking about these glosses right here from Sistar Cosmetics. There's one called Beyond Galaxy that I want. I think it's this one. Yeah, this one right here, Beyond Galaxy. I also want Milani Lollapalooza. This one right here. I'm so sorry about the lighting, y'all. ColourPop Kumquat. Let's see, ColourPop Kumquat. Do I want ColourPop Kumquat or do I want a different one? I'm actually not going to pull ColourPop Kumquat. I'm going to pull this Essence one instead. Sorry. This is the Plumping and it is in Milky Way. So I'm going to grab that, and I'm also going to grab another Essence gloss, and this one is in the Flower Blossom. Oh my God, this is so pretty. And then the last one I'm going to pull is this Juvia's Place one. I'm going to pull all affordable glosses. This one right here. And this one is in It's Electric. Sorry, right there. So now let's move on to pulling some bullet lipsticks and maybe a liquid lipstick. Now let's move down to the bullet lipstick and liquid lipstick drawer. So I'm going to pull, look at all these Menteds I have, y'all. I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 shades now, but I want to pull 2 of the shades that I just purchased. So I want Brand Nude, which is right here. And I want Peach Please, which is this one right here. And then I'm also going to pull a Sephora one. Let's see, I want this very specific shade. Sorry, did you see me looking for these? That's Golden Gate. I already pulled that one. That's Malt Shake. That's really pretty. What's this one? Offshore. I'm gonna pull that one. Really nice red. Other lipsticks I'm gonna pull from this area right here is these 2 Milanis. So I want, these are Matte Love and Double Espresso. And then I want some liquid lipsticks out of here. I'm gonna pull, actually I'm not gonna pull, I'm gonna save that one for next month when I do an all black owned brand pull. And so I'm gonna grab, that's 5 lippies right there. Do I want, I did want 2 liquid lipsticks. Let's see what I want here. How about this one? How about Ofra in Havana Nights? And then let's pick another Ofra, one of my favorite ones, a brown one in Verona. And I think that'll about do it, because I am not going to pull a setting spray. I want to keep using the setting sprays that I already have in there. And I did reorganize my setting sprays too. So I tried to put all the open ones over here, all the new ones over there, but over here, it's the same as before, but I just wanted to rearrange them to make it a little bit easier. I opened up my Urban Decays, put them over here, because this was overflowing. So yeah, that is, I will take you over there so you can see all the color stories open, and we will wrap up this video. So here we go. Here are all the color stories open and pulled out. So this is the Morphe 8. Sorry, you can see me in there. Morphe 8H Hi-Fi. This has 4 highlighters in it, so I forgot about that, but that's all right. That palette right there, all the lippies I chose, the other highlighters I chose, blushes, liquid and stick highlighters, my powders. Here's those colors here. Cream bronzer, other bronzer, and then I also have some bronzers in here. And the reason why I like to pull, I always like to pull face palette is because my face palettes always have a shade that I can use to bronze my nose with, and I use either Donut or Debutante to bronze my nose. So these are the complexion products, foundations, concealers, bronzer sticks, the brow products, and then here are all the eyeshadows. I did choose to add one more liquid shadow, and this one is in the shade Top Notch. I haven't used this one too much. This is one of the newer shades from that launch. So I just want to show y'all. I know this is not a new palette, but look at this packaging of the Michaela palette. Like this glitter, I don't know why it took me so long to buy this. Yes, I do. I was not trying to go through the tomfoolery of waiting for this to be, you know, the launch and all that. I just didn't want to go through that. But there's the color story of that. ColourPop, Snow Whistler, Mama Pat, and then of course Danessa is in there. So let me go ahead and get all this makeup transferred, and yeah, like I said, once again, we'll wrap up this video. Here we have it, y'all. Everything is put in, and I feel like I did not pull as much makeup as I pulled the last time. So I'll show you from top to bottom. So here's the top drawer. Put my brow products in here, the smaller palettes up here. And I think there's a face palette in there too. Yeah, I put a face palette in there. I think I might move this down. I'm gonna move this down here to this palette drawer though, and put it like right here. So anyway, I'll show you this palette drawer. So this is where I keep all the big guys. And then also all the lippy products are down here too. I feel like this works better for me. I just love the packaging of the Michaela palette. That blush palette is down there. This drawer really didn't change too much. Just put the liquid highlighters and the sticks in here. And then here is the complexion drawer, which, yeah, again, I feel like I didn't pull as much as I did last time. So yeah, that's everything in the drawers. Thank you guys so much for joining me. If you are new here and you have not subscribed yet, hit the subscribe button if you haven't already. Make sure you smash that like button. Let the community know you guys enjoy my content. Also, make sure you're following me on my other social media. Gigi Loves Beauty 2. We'll put the handle right here. Also, Gigi Loves Makeup, my professional makeup page. We'll put that handle here as well. I love all of you guys for joining me. To all of my returning subscribers, thank you so much for continuing to support me and my newcomers. Thank you for joining me as well. I love you guys, and I'll catch you on the next Shop My Stash. Bye.